The second question is about breeding choices. What breeds of dairy cows do you raise and why?
In our farm, we have some breeds, many breeds, different kinds of breeds. We have Holsteins, we have Frisians, we have Jerseys, we have Asians, we have Girolandos, we have Freak views. So the Frisians are first very adaptive to any climatic change. So here in Githogori, they are very good at climate change. For the Holsteins are also they are good in producing milk, but sometimes they are climate changes. When the climate changes, they have some challenges, but can adapt within 2 to 3 weeks. For the Ashers, those ones are very adaptive to any climatic change. They don't they don't suffer from any diseases. They are very healthy, and their milk is quality milk, very quality. Yeah, for the freak views, also they are very adaptive to any climatic change. They produce very high. They are high milkers for the freak views. We can have the also we have the Girolandos. The Girolandos are the most very adaptive. They don't have any challenges. They don't they don't suffer from any diseases. The Girolandos, their milk are it's very quality. Yeah.
Are you sure that you have Girolandos here? Because it is rare to find a Girolando, and many people they are asking about Girolando, where to find them. Be
Yeah.
clear about that.
For Girolandos, mostly you find them when they are calves. Mostly you don't find a Girolando which is a milker. Mostly you find it when it is a breeding heifer or about to be served. Yeah.
Why is it rare to find a Girolando? Why is it rare?
The reason that the Girolandos are very rare to find here, it's because of the Girolando sex that you can serve the cow with. It's always imported, and it is very expensive. So that's why you can't find many Girolandos around Githunguri town.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the feeding strategies. How do you feed your cows on a small space?
On a small space.
Yes.
Uh, on a small space, so for the feeding, you ensure the cow that the amount that you have prescribed for it per day, the amount that it is going to feed on, you ensure that it's not disturbed by the others. If you have prescribed it for the first feeding in the morning, 2 buckets of Napier and 5 kgs of the mixed concentrates, you ensure that it has feed on those concentrate, the Napier and the 5 kgs of the concentrate without being disturbed by the others. So you have to put a rope around its neck, so it can't be disturbed and it avoids the movement. It concentrates on the feeding that you have, the portion that you have prescribed for it.
You said you have a small space,
Yeah.
so you don't have land where to grow Napier. But in your statement, I hear you are talking about Napier. Where do you get that Napier from?
Okay, we have some land that we have separated for growing the Napier and the other concentrate that we use here to feed our cows. So we have the others that we have rented. We grow the Napier. Yeah.
Okay, it is very clear now. Thank you so much. Now let's go to this question. This question is about manure management. How do you handle cow manure? And do you use it for fertilizer?
Yeah, we use it for fertilizer to grow the Napier in the land.
How do you handle here at the farm? How do you handle manure?
There is a press modified for decomposting the waste product, the manure. After that, it is taken to the shamba.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Let's now talk about milk production. What's your average milk production per cow, and how do you manage quality?
Per cow, the least producing cow in our farm is 25 liters per day. The highest producing is 35 liters per day.
One cow.
One cow, per one cow.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many times do you milk?
We do milking 3 times a day. Yeah. In the morning at 2 a.m., at lunch hour at 12 p.m., and in the evening at 5 p.m.
Okay. Now let's talk about challenges. What are the biggest challenges of dairy farming on a small space?
For a small space, the challenges we face, mostly we face a challenge for the workers. The the workers, you find sometimes the workers find it difficult to adapt in a small space. They where they have been working rarely, they find it difficult. They have been working in a large area where their movement is very comfortable. Sometimes here you find it difficult for them to adapt to the small area where they can move freely.
Isn't the feed also another challenge?
No, feeding is not a challenge. Yeah,
Because you have a limited space, you have a small space now,
no.
it's
If
not a challenge.
it has small space, but it is very the feeding is always very easy. A small space where it is always maintained very clean, and you can't hear any smell of anything in the manure. You can't hear even the noise of the cows. The cows are fed, they are full, they are not making any noise.
Okay, thank you so much. Another question will be about tips for others. What advice would you give to someone starting dairy farming on a small space?
On a small space, when starting dairy farming on a small space, ensure that small space is always clean, ensure the cows are also clean, ensure that the small space that you are using, it's a space where you are you can you can do your duties, your day-to-day duties very comfortably without any disturbance. So
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Let's talk about innovations. How have you implemented? Uh, anyway, let me ask it like this. Have you implemented any innovative practices to optimize your small space dairy farming?
Yeah, we are looking forward to construct a modern cow shed for around 100 cows, where it will not be a small space, it will be a large space where the cows will be moving freely and will be having a lot of freedom. Yeah.
Okay, let's now talk about labor management.
Yeah.
How do you manage labor for your dairy farm given the space constraints?
Okay, the space constraints. I have around 4 workers in this space, this small space. The small space contains of 35 cows, milkers cows. So I have 4 workers. The cow sheds are four. His shed where he carries his day to day daily duties, ensuring the animals are fed well. The animals ensuring the animals are not suffering from any challenges. They are healthy and clean.
How big is your space?
My space is around 1 acre.
Around 1 acre.
Yeah.
Oh. And now let's talk about profitability.
Yeah.
How do you ensure dairy farming on a small space is profitable?
On a small space that the dairy farming is very profitable, I have the milkers. You see, I deal with the milkers most of the times. So you have the previous question. I've told you that the lowest producing is 25 liters per day. The highest is 35 per day. So I ensure that the cow, if it goes higher or it goes less the milk production, I know that that cow is having some issues and is going some through some challenges. So I have vet come consult, and then we put it under medication until it regains to its normal production. So the milk production, the dairy farming is very profitable at an a small space where you 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 praise the cows that are highly milkers that can disappoint you in the milking production. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Could you please repeat for the viewers your name and the name of the farm?
Okay, my name, I go by the name Stephen Boro. You can find me at Joyrand Dairies. This is Joyrand Dairy Farm where we deal with milkers. Okay, my you can find me on TikTok, Caris Dairies, Facebook, Stephen Boro. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, my dear viewers. We have been with this gentleman. He has been taking us through dairy farming. This channel is called Be Your Own Boss. Kindly request you to subscribe, share this information with your friends and their family members so that they may also have to learn something from this wonderful lecture. Thank you so much. My name is Samuel.